That tight feeling before your phone rings. The way your thumb hesitates over the screen, the sudden urge to let it stop buzzing. That isn't laziness, it isn't rudeness, and it isn't a flaw. It's your nervous system reacting faster than logic can catch up. Psychology says when something creates pressure without control, your brain treats it like a threat. So if you've ever felt guilty for hating phone calls, this is the moment you realize your mind wasn't sabotaging you, it was protecting you. Pause phone calls remove one thing your brain relies on to feel safe: predictability. Research shows humans regulate anxiety through cues, tone, facial expressions, pauses, and control. Calls strip most of that away, forcing your brain to fill in the gaps. That's why your body reacts before you even think. Beat first. Phone calls demand instant performance, no warm-up, no buffer time, no chance to rehearse. Psychology calls this cognitive load overload, listening, thinking, responding, and regulating emotions all at once. Your brain hates that pressure. There's no pause button like texting gives you. So even a simple call feels like an exam you didn't study for. And if you think deeply, your mind races ahead, imagining wrong answers, awkward silences, being misunderstood. Avoidance doesn't feel like fear, it feels like relief. Pause second. Your brain loses control, and control equals safety. Studies show perceived control lowers stress hormones, while lack of control spikes cortisol. On a call, you don't know how long it will last, when it will end, or where it will go. Your nervous system stays on alert. Texting lets you breathe, think, respond on your terms. Calls lock you into real-time interaction. And your brain reads that as being cornered, even when the person is kind. Beat. Third, phone calls remove visual feedback. Humans rely on micro-expressions, eye contact, and body language to regulate social confidence. Without them, your brain has to guess intent, tone, and emotion. And ambiguity triggers anxiety. A neutral pause feels like judgment. A normal sigh sounds like annoyance. Not because you're negative, but because your brain is trying to protect you from social risk. Pause fourth. If you grew up needing to stay emotionally alert, your brain learned to monitor voices closely. Research on hypervigilance shows tone sensitivity develops when unpredictability existed early on. Phone calls amplify tone without context, so your nervous system overworks to decode meaning. What others hear as normal conversation, your brain experiences as intense signal processing. That's why calls drain you faster than long text conversations. Beat fifth. Disliking calls often signals self-awareness, not weakness. Reflective minds prefer depth over immediacy. Calls force rapid, shallow exchanges without reflection. Your brain wants clarity, meaning, time to choose words. When it doesn't get that, it resists, not to be difficult, but to stay aligned with how it processes best. Pause. So avoiding phone calls doesn't mean you're antisocial or broken. It means your brain values control, clarity, and emotional safety. You think before you speak. You protect your energy. And once you stop shaming that instinct, you can work with it instead of against it. Choosing communication styles that respect your nervous system. Soft ending. If this made you feel understood, subscribe for psychology that explains your reactions without judgment. Because the more you understand your brain, the less power anxiety has over how you live and connect.